Water pollution is a huge problem that is on the rise and is affecting people on the daily. Water pollution was substances build up in the water to the point where it causes problems for the environment, human, and animals. There is not enough attention given to this issue as it is one of our most vital resources to human existence. Only about 2.5% of the world's water is fresh water, and 20% of that is available for consumption. Therefore, this limited amount of water emphasizes the need to keep our water clean and reduce the amount of water pollution. Types of water pollution. The surface water such as oceans, rivers, and lakes are impacted by factories that have been allowed to dump wastewater in the past. These wastewaters often contain extremely dangerous chemicals such as heavy metals that result in negative consequences to the people, animals, and the environment. Additionally, the lakes and rivers that are near industries and factories are on potential risks of leaks and spills which can easily make its way to nearby surface water sources. Another type of pollution is groundwater pollution. We rely on groundwater for drinking, cooking, washing, and etc. on a daily basis. Groundwater pollution is clearly something that we should be concerned about since we are so dependent on it for our daily activities. Some of the common sources of groundwater pollution would be agricultural sites. Farmers use pesticides to control weeds, various pests, and disease carriers. These pesticides can travel in the water streams, which are very hard to take out of water and leading into the water cycle. Oxygen depletion is a type of water pollution. It interrupts the natural balance of water. It causes bacteria to grow by excess biodegradable matter that leads to oxygen depletion. The reduction in concentrations of oxygen leads to the point where it becomes detrimental to all aquatic organisms. The natural process of breaking down sewage uses up oxygen in the water. As oxygen becomes depleted, bacteria are able to kill many living organisms in the water, such as fish, crabs, and frogs. The effects of water pollution. Water pollution has negative consequences on the human health, as it has many infectious diseases such as typhoid, cholera, fever, and malaria, and more. The pesticides that mentioned earlier are used by farmers and can be carcinogenic and can damage the nervous system. Nutrient pollution has diverse and far-reaching effects on the Canadian economy, impacting tourism, property values, commercial fishing, recreational businesses, and many other sectors that depend on clean water. Moreover, the companies that own water-related activities will lose money due to water pollution. There are also effects on animals from water pollution on the changing growth conditions such as raising or lowering environmental acidity. Some animals and organisms are very sensitive to changes and can die. For instance, 200 turtles in Australia that are surrounded by water die each year. Also, more than 1 million seabirds and mammals are killed by ingestion of plastic each year. The chemical runoff of farms has caused 400 dead zones around the world, caused by pesticides and fertilizers. The cruise ship dumped more than 2,500 gallons of wastewater and sewage every day, causing surface pollution and oxygen depletion. Studies show all seafood will run out around 2045 and 2050 because of all water pollution. Lastly, water pollution affects the environment by fertilizers that travel in the water provide plants with nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus that encourages growth. The nutrient-enriched water causes blooms of growth, which can be harmful when it's too much. Plant-like algae bloom and also pollutes the water and creates oxygen-depleted dead zones. Some solutions are practicing responsible fertilizers, pesticides, and herbicides. This can be done by carefully reading the following the directions for the mixing and using of agricultural purposes only. Capture and dispose floating in waterways. The floating pollution can be contaminated and gathered easily by a floating boom. The booms act as a barrier for floating and water pollution. Proper sewage treatment for developing countries. There's a need for more advanced engineering and cleaning process. There should be more maintenance, including replacement and repair of leaks.
Created using Powtoon.